The 2001-2002 season begins right now. Let's see what happens. You guys immediately get a trade offer for Shane Battier. It's for D. Brown, who's 32. That's a no. That is a no. Honestly, as you guys kick the shit out of me there. Trade block. We could properly set up the trade block. Target list. Tell me this first round pick. I mean, honestly, the trade... I mean, you know... You could put people on the trade block if you wanted to. I'm not even sure who you would put there. At this point, probably wait a little bit. Although for me, I could certainly put Jamal Mashburn. I have to tear this down. Mutombo's our only target. I have to tear this sumbitch down. So if you guys want to put somebody up on the trade block, go ahead. This is the early version of the nuclear option. Can't put a Donald Foyle up there. Let's wait until January 1st. That way we know what the teams look like, because if you just recently signed someone, you got to wait. So December 1st, I think it was, right? December or January 1st. I forget which one it said. I didn't look at it. I looked at it too fast. So let's wait a little bit. A smidge of time. And you might as well see what you can get for your top players. I am 2-11. For God's sakes, I am boned. All right, let's wait until January 1st. And then we will put players on the block for the last month of the season. Until the deadline. I am absolute trash. Got an offer for Davis and Najera. I don't want to do that. Give me draft picks, please. We are both entering a second rebuild, potentially. I got a trade off from Miller for Snow. How old is Snow? 25. I'd rather keep Mike Miller. If I get rid of Jamal Mashburn, he'll fit in much better. Minnesota in the mud. Got a trade off. Ooh, shit. Got a trade offer for Zach Randolph. It's Cleveland's 2005 first round pick. B- potential for Randolph. I mean, we're genuinely considering having to look at the 2005 draft. Chris Paul. Some good players there, but I'm going to keep Zach Randolph, I think. I'm going to keep Zach Randolph at least. I'm intrigued to see what the Magic record ends up being, because the Timberwolves are indeed hot frickin' garbage. So as of January 1st, the Timberwolves at 6-21. Currently the second worst team. I'm so glad I got one of Utah's picks down the road. The Orlando Magic. The second worst team in the East at 10-19. Holy shit. We're both terrible. All right. So the Timberwolves trade block. The Jamal Mashburn era is coming to an end. Woodson. I'm going to put Georgie up there. I'm good with keeping Ricky. Good with keeping Jeff Foster. I accidentally put Randolph up there instead of Georgie. Let's get Georgie up there. Chat's calling for the nuke. I mean, you might as well at least explore your options, right? You might as well at least explore your options. A Donald Foyle does have a no trade clause, but I'm going to put him up there. And yeah, we're going young. We're going young with our core. I have no choice. For the Magic, you might as well just put your big names up there and see what the offers are. I mean, I personally wouldn't get rid of Carter, Dirk, or whatever. But, I mean, you have 5 spots. You might as well just put your 5 best players up there and see what you can get. Let me know if you disagree. You could put Doliak up over Battier since you just drafted Battier. Or you could keep Doliak because he's also a younger option, but up to you too if you wanted to add Jamal. To be honest, I mean, you could keep them as secondary options. Don't put Dirk or Vince. Dirk or Vince should stay. Penny should go. All right. Here's what we'll do. At the very least, Penny's going to get put up there. I'm seeing a lot of support for Dirk and Vince. But we'll put Penny up there. At the very least. Yeah, it looks like there'd be more support for Dirk and Vince to stay. So let's see. We will put it up to a poll. Penny's out. So what do your options? Let's see. Well, who do we trade? Carter. Dirk. Both. Neither. Those are your options. Those are your options. Who will join Penny Hardaway? You're not going to get much for the dudes at the bottom. And you might get something. We could put them up there, but it's likely to be like second round picks. And shit, you could put Cowens and other options up there. Looks like neither is going to win out in terms of Vince and Dirk. So, but Penny is officially on the trade block. We are just about a month out from the deadline. Let's see how this plays out. And if we do, in fact, get any trade offers. And so far, about 2 weeks later, nothing for either of us. The Magic get an offer. Jamal Crawford and Scott Perez for Austin Outlaw, who's 25, and Antonio McDaniels is 26. So basically, do you want a center at 7 foot tall and a backup guard who's not that much worse than Crawford, but you risk Crawford's future potential? With how bad this team's been, probably not. With how bad this team has been, you probably want to hold on to 21-year-old Jamal Crawford. My God, if we don't get the trade offers we need as we're both looking for picks here. Another offer for the Magic. Crawford again. It's going to be a no. Crawford for... No, I mean Person's an older player. Like I put Penny on the block, but just nothing. Fuck. Ricky Davis for the Grizzlies, 2005 first-round pick. Ricky's potential has gone up. I am going to pass on that. Ricky's potential has gone up. I'm going to reject that. I'm keeping Ricky. Absolutely not. I don't want Mitch Richmond. Another deal for Jamal Crawford, but it's only to make your team better for Smith, which, no. Neither of us got the offers we were looking for. Our teams are our teams. Jamal Mashburn stays in Minnesota. Fuck. God, we can't even trade away our best options. This is horrific. Absolutely horrific. We can't even trade away our best options. What a time to be alive. For the Magic, Battier's hurt. McKinney's hurt. You guys might as well drop the bench depth down to like 10 and just see who plays. You just have so many random filler players. Let's get to the All-Star break. Still not looking good for the Magic at 19 and 28. The 2002 All-Stars, honestly, does it even matter? Does it even matter? I mean, Vince made it. Dirk made it. There's no way I'm going to have any representation. Nope, Jamal made it. Jamal's out for 6 to 8 weeks. That's probably why he didn't get traded. Staff choice we're not bothering with. It's not just due to staff choice. You guys won convincingly with the Rockets. And literally, let's go look at that right now. Let's see. If you guys had an amazing coach with the Rockets, shit, do I even have... I don't know if I have a save file that goes back to that. But if you guys had an amazing coach with the Rockets, I would understand it. But I'm pretty sure you didn't. That's right. Technically, it's a different save file, so we can go back to this Pacers save file. Who was your coach at this point? Front office, general manager, my staff. Okay, whoever your coach was. Staff card. I can't tell like what the hell his grade is, and the problem is coach game plan, you can only access it during the season. Well, I was hoping to be able to see like properly how good your coach was. I mean, I can't imagine he's the highest rated dude in the world. Honestly, what I can do is fire him. Maybe. Oh, it won't let me fire him either. But, I mean, we can get a look at those grades. Like I said, I can't imagine. Shows 2 stars for coaching. Attributes. 89, 90. Basketball IQ's up there. He was a good coach. He was. It likely helped. But it adds a bit of the luck aspect to it as well. Apparently I have 5 things in my team. Good to know. I don't think it's that big of a deal either, to be honest. Excuse me? Oh, I was on share 2K setups. That's why. I'm like, why the fuck can't I load back into this? I just want to get through it. Me too. Maybe if you guys didn't fuck up and let Juwan Howard go for nothing. If we want to turn toxic on one another again, we can, because you guys made some choices. Really quickly. Penny Hardaway is likely leaving at the end of the year, at least when his deal is up. I got a bunch of people listed at not eligible. Let's just go. I mean, at this season, it's not gonna matter. Like, neither of us are gonna make the playoffs at this rate. Like, changing coach now is not gonna fix that, most likely. So, it is what it is. You're right, we do all float down here, but I said you guys had no excuses. And now you're like, but the coach! Not my fault. Tell your fucking staff to hire a better coach. See, look, I mean, you guys are winning games even with a bad coach. It's just you have no depth anymore. You might sneak into the playoffs. God help you if you do. Steve Nash wins MVP for the Boston Celtics. Rookie of the Year, Gilbert Arenas in Detroit. Walt Wall in Toronto, 6th Man of the Year. Shaq wins another Defensive Player of the Year award. And Baron Davis in New Jersey wins Most Improved. Honestly, in terms of first teams and all that shit, who cares? And for the first time in a long time, neither of us have made the playoffs. Neither of us made the playoffs, chat. The Magic finished like 7 games out. And the Timberwolves were only second worst to Utah. I was the second worst team in the league. You guys finished 19th. Well, let's, do we even care about the stats from the year? I mean, I guess we can look. But, yeah, for you guys, I mean, Dirk and Vince were solid. Crawford fractured his left leg. But just the lack of depth. And then for me, Mashburn's trying his best. Randolph did pretty well. And then Ricky keeps getting better. But who is going to win the NBA title in 2002? The answer: the Boston Celtics go back-to-back. Tracy McGrady wins another Finals MVP as the Celtics beat the Suns. Steve Nash and Tracy McGrady have brought a dynasty to Boston. The Celtics lost one game, and that was to Toronto in round 2. Fuck. To the offseason we go. Player retirements: Cliff Robinson, Brad Dougherty. God, remember when I had Brad Dougherty and Sean Kemp on my team? Jersey retirements: Kevin Johnson for Phoenix, Brad Dougherty for Cleveland. Historical changes: players will wear one of 2 All-Star jerseys during the game. Buzzer beater reviews, and the first round of the playoffs is no longer best of 5, it's best of 7. I almost feel like changing that, but I won't. The Charlotte Hornets have become the New Orleans Hornets. The Wizards have a new floor. The Spurs have completely updated their look, as have the Portland Trail Blazers. The Warriors have a new uniform and floor set, as do the Chicago Bulls. In terms of the league meetings, we already know the new rules. To the draft lottery: Timberwolves have the second best odds. The Magic have the 11th. Here in 2002. Here we go. Atlanta at 13 stays. Number 12, the Washington Wizards with 0.1% stay. And at number 11, 0.4, the Orlando Magic stay. Haven't had a winning record in 2 years. Oof. Houston at 10 stay. Please, God, I need to win this. Please. At least a top 2. Amari Stoudemire or Yao Ming. It has to happen. Golden State moves up. The Warriors move up from 9. Chicago at 8 stay. Denver at 7 move up. New Jersey from 2 to 5. I'll be picking 5th. The Golden State Warriors win the lottery. Timberwolves pick 5th. The Magic pick 11th. Again, I miss out on another potentially dominant big man. With the first pick, the Golden State Warriors select Amari Stoudemire. And with the second pick, the Denver Nuggets take Yao Ming. Third overall, the New Jersey Nets select Jay Williams. Fourth, the Utah Jazz, Alexander Daniels. And fifth, I get no trade offers. I desperately need a point guard, but when the best point guard in the draft is Dan Dickau, or Smush Parker for that matter, it is a horrible draft for power forward. Or for point guard, excuse me. Shooting guard. I mean, Roger Mason was okay. Kareem Rush. Fucking hell. At forward, Caron Butler. Mike Dunleavy. This is a god-awful draft. It really is. Outside of the top two. Power forward, Drew Gooden, Udonis Haslem, Luis Scola, Carlos Boozer. So it's a good draft for power forwards. And then at center, we can get a NASCAR driver. What do I need more? A forward or a forward? What do I need more of? I mean, I'm pretty much good regardless. It's just whoever I think is going to be the best. This is depressing. All right. For shits and gigs. I don't have anybody scouted, apparently. This is brutal. And apparently, OBS is disconnected. I have not lost internet. So, the YouTube people will be able to hang out with me for a minute. Because you're beautiful. While I wait to see if my stream pops back up. If not, boy, we just keep taking quick kicks to the dick. Come on, reconnect. There we go. Reconnection successful. Beautiful. Hello, everybody. We're back. We're back. Okay. Well, this is a hell of a situation we find ourselves in. I don't know what the fuck's going on with the Twitch servers, but it is what it is. This is a rough time. This is a rough time. Like I said, these are positions I don't even necessarily need help in. Drew Gooden's like a guaranteed starter, though. So is Udonis Haslem. It's probably Udonis Haslem. Because I feel like they would have shafted. Carlos Boozer. Like, normally for this draft, to be like, fuck yeah, Carlos Boozer. But I don't. Jeff Gordon's 24 too, which is tremendous. I mean, Carlos Boozer had the second most points out of anybody in this draft. Also, Tayshaun Prince and Nene aren't in it, which kind of blows. Caron Butler's good. Yeah. I mean, again, both of these positions, I already have quite a few players in those spots. So I'm wondering about Carlos Boozer. But I mean, Caron Butler's up there too, and it looks like they would have been a little bit nicer to him than they were Boozer. I'm gonna go for I think I'm gonna go for Caron Butler. Just because I feel like they might have screwed Boozer over. So I'll take Caron Butler 5th. Out of pure necessity, we'll sim ahead to your pick. You don't get an offer. So if you were to take a point guard, Dan Dickau is probably your best option. So don't take a point guard. There's really nobody at shooting guard. So your best options, Dunleavy. Here, and I'll just tell you, like, you can't even draft in this draft, guys, for need at this point. So your options at this stage, it's Mike Dunleavy, Matt Barnes, Udonis Haslem, Luis Scola, or Carlos Boozer. Those are your best options. Easily. I'll move it back over to the forwards for a minute. You don't have to vote immediately. A poll is up. Refresh if it doesn't pop up. But yeah, either Dunleavy, Barnes, Haslam, Scola, or you risk it on Carlos Boozer, who should have a good potential, but 2K might have screwed him over. 2K might have screwed him over. So we'll see what you guys think. I didn't want to risk it on Boozer, but yeah, IRL Boozer, again, second most points out of this draft behind Amari Stoudemire. But obviously because Yao didn't have the longevity. It's looking like it's going to be Boozer. It's pretty divided. Can't trade the pick. Nobody sent you an offer. Let's rock. Carlos Boozer is your choice. Chris Broussard's pretty happy about it. Minnesota, back on the clock. I had trade offers and I accidentally hit the wrong button. Fuck me. Well, Matt Barnes is still there, and he's probably better than anything I could have gotten for a second-round pick. Dan Dickow, Barnes. I'll take Matt Barnes. I mean, I'll double up. That's fine by me. If you guys get a pick, you're going to want to trade it if you get an offer. And you did. So, 2 second-round picks. My God, we're seeing 2006 draft picks. Are there any first-rounders? It's not going to be looking likely. You just see Lowry. No, you didn't. Well, it's looking like you're going for pure, like the pure amount of picks you can get, which means you're going to want to look to see if there was one that was 2 second-round picks next year. One of them is that, but you have to give up your 2005 second. But that Miami, even though they're a good team, that Miami trade is probably the best thing to do. Or you take the pick and go for Dan Dickow. It's pretty much what you're looking at. If you don't want to have to give up a second in the deal yourselves. So what do you think? What do you think? Just trade down or just fucking go for it because these second round picks are pretty rough half the time. Did the Utah Jazz have an offer? Yeah, I mean, the Jazz's pick in 2004 might be pretty bad. They were abysmal this year. All right, you'll trade out, give Utah the pick. You take up their 2004 second rounder with how bad they were. Pretty good decision. And that will do it for this draft, where I could have gotten Amari Stoudemire or Yao fucking Ming, and 3 teams moved up into the top 3, knocking both the Jazz and myself out of contention. Drew Gooden was a 77. Haslam at a 76. But it's okay. A Skull at a 75. All right. So to the rookie signings, Carlos Boozer, is he going to be worth that much money? B-. Do you want to sign Carlos Boozer to that deal? You might as well. His potential could go up. So you might as well. And then for me, Karam Butler, A- potential. Holy shit, did I make the right choice there? And then Matt Barnes, apparently got a C. I am going to sign both of my guys, though. I got the cap. In a sense, you guys are choosing to not sign Carlos Boozer. Do I have that correct? As I'm sorry, by the way, if the stream is still choppy. It's a Twitch thing. It's not me. Like my internet's fine. Oh, and it might have dropped again. No, it's bouncing back. Well, let's see. Put up a poll for it. Do you drop Boozer? Do you keep Boozer? We'll leave it up to a poll. Again, 73 rated at 23 years old, B-. He's going to get paid a bit, but you guys don't really have too many players on your team. And you got to remember that Ricky Davis got better. So why would we not sign him? I don't know, man. Some people are saying no. I leave it up to the option, you know, the money-wise. The money option. It is your choice at the end of the day. And it's looking like it's going to be a keep. Yeah, it's going to be a keep. We'll make that call. It is going to be a keep. Unfortunately, I might have to end the stream here sooner rather than later. Because, boy, Twitch is not having a good time right now. All right, so to keep Boozer. And I think this might have to be our stopping point. If it dips one more time heavily, there it goes. Yeah. All right. So that'll be our stopping point for tonight. We'll finish up the regular season later, but or the postseason, the off season. There we go. Tonight was just one big kick in the balls, wasn't it?